Hi, I'm Blake Alexius, and I'm going to give y'all an informative speech on how to make the proper volleyball pass. I have been a volleyball player since the age of 9, which, if we do the math, is approximately 27 years. I have been on several volleyball teams, one of which was a full competition team that did take first in several tournaments and in league. I've also coached volleyball for several indoor and outdoor teams. My assistant here, Devin, is going to demonstrate as I explain what we're doing so that you can also get a visual of how we're going to be able to make the perfect volleyball pass. So you're playing volleyball, ball served, it's coming over the net, ball's coming at you. So what do? What you want to do is you want to receive a pass, or receive the ball to make a pass. To do that, the first thing you want to do is you want to set your feet. Just like with anything, with home building, with anything in life, we want to have a good foundation. A good foundation starts with our feet. Then our feet, in this, will be slightly wider than shoulder width. They will be pointed in the direction of where we want the ball to go. This is normal. Not always, again, there's exceptions, but for the most part, you want your feet pointed to where you want the ball to go. When Devin gets his feet pointed in the right direction, he will bend his knees slightly. This will give, again, a good foundation, and if you're standing straight up, you're easily moved back and forth. If you have your knees slightly bent, it actually gives more stability to your frame. Martial artists use this also. Next, what Devin's going to do is he's going to seat himself just a little more and reach his arms out, just like that, straight arms. We don't want any bends in the arms. Volleyball rules, if the ball gets caught in a crooked arm or anything like that, it's called a carry. So you want a good straight arm. Also, you want flat surfaces. This is where straightness comes in also, because if you have flat surfaces, then the round ball doesn't want to roll off and go in a different direction. Again, it goes through target accuracy. Next thing Devin's going to want to do is he's going to want to make a fist with one hand, and it's going to be either hand. Usually, most volleyball players, it's the dominant hand. Devin's left-handed, so he's making a fist with his left hand. If I were to do this, my fist would be with my right. He's going to take his offhand, he's going to wrap it around his fist. When he does that, he's going to be mindful not to cross his fingers. If you cross your fingers, you risk injury from either a hard hit ball or from not being able to get your hands apart in time to catch yourself if you're falling. The next thing Devin's going to make sure he does, and y'all want to do, is you want to make sure that your thumbs are level and they're not crossed. Again, with the round object over a round object, the ball will roll and it won't be as accurate on a pass. So you want a flat surface, and the flat surface starts at the tip of the thumbs and goes to the elbows. If the ball hits in this area right here, it will most likely be called as a carry again because it will rest and then come off. But from your elbows to the tips of your thumbs, that's a good surface area for the ball to hit. It's like a baseball bat. So when Devin's got all this and he's got his knees bent and he's seated himself a little bit, making sure that the upper body stays straight, kind of like an elevator if you're doing a squat or any kind of leg exercise like that, so that he doesn't lean forward and take the ball straight, because you want the ball to go up and over to who you're passing it to. So when he does that, then once he has a good form, he's going to seat himself more and raise his arms from down to up to make sure that he contacts the ball to get it to go where he wants. Again, we're remembering the direction the ball is going to go from here is where his arms are pointed, because he doesn't want to take his arms higher than chest level. If you do that and the ball goes straight up, it doesn't go where you want it to go. So if the ball was to be received to Devin and he were to step into it, he would make sure that he took his feet, planted his feet, set his knees, bent down, arms forward, and they come up no higher than chest level. One of the most important parts of the volleyball pass is not in the form or the technique, but it's in how much you practice it. When I played football, my middle school football coach had a saying. His name was Paul Glodich, and his saying was, practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. So if you practice it right and you practice it this way, then you will have the perfect volleyball pass pretty much every time. Thank you, and y'all enjoy your night.